and here we are. We are having a snow day. Woo!
Snow night.
So, of course, we are making cake.
Yay, cake, Debrianna!
Yay, cake!
I made some cake.
We all need cake.
Who doesn't need cake right now?
My chicken needs cake.
Chicken needs cake. Corona Kitchen. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. We are here. We are here in the kitchen.
Yes.
And it's snowing where we are.
It's snowing about a month late. And,
we'll take it though. And at least we're not having torrential rain. We hope our Californian friends are not drowning.
Oh my gosh. I think that's the storm I think we have right now.
Yeah, I think it's headed our way too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's all good.
Yep. So it seemed like a good day for a fire and cake.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I actually had a fun thing. I reached out to a friend I had not talked to in many years. I should preface that. It was pre-COVID. It does seem like decades have gone by since then.
Doesn't it? Even with Corona Kitchen?
What happened?
I know.
And so anyway, I saw her pre-Corona Kitchen and then didn't. I thought she moved away out of the country and she didn't. So I'm so happy and she's coming over for dinner. So I'm making this cake.
Oh, nice.
For dinner tomorrow.
Don't you love it when that happens? That's great.
I do. Yeah. It's super fun and it's just nice to have cake and friends. A nice way to start the year.
Cake, friends, tea, some contemplation, some meditation on our world, on our life, on the beginning of the year. How's it going to go? Making plans.
Yeah. What can we do to make the new year be something better than it was?
And be the best person you can be.
That's what I would like to think. Yeah. I don't know why a lot of people aren't there. They're allowing smoking back in the house. I'm like, are we all going back? I mean, we thought we were going to wear sleeveless today, but it is very cold. In honor of what is happening in Missouri.
Okay, don't even, I mean, it's just like, this is the kind of stuff that it's just mind blowing. And you know what really bugs me, Debrianna?
Yes.
I really hate it when people say the good old days or make America great again or all this kind of stuff.
Like the days before science?
Or like, let's cover our arms like the olden days. I just want to go.
Are we all Amish now? Oh, no, wait, no. Just the women are Amish.
None of those days were good. We have to progress, okay?
Oh my God. I spent half my early adult life like this. At my dad's house, in the car, on the plane, in the train. I was like, I can't stand the way. How can you have a non-smoking car when half the car is smoking? It's not possible.
It caused a lot of secondhand smoke cancer. I mean, we all went on planes and,
These people are nuts. I'm not going back to the 50s, even though I'm in the kitchen with an apron on.
Look, just because we like the style I think that's okay. The aesthetic.
Yeah, style is one thing.
The vintage style is one thing, but the mentality, no, thank you. Yeah,
no. So on that note, I have my lemon squeezy out for tonight, Peggy.
Yay.
You're watching. We are going to make a cake. Yay.
Now tell people about lemons because this was a show we did. And okay, segue. We'd love for people to check us out on YouTube. That means you subscribe. Mm-hmm. It's one click. It's free. And just like some videos. So you can go back and like the preserved lemon video. I made preserved lemons and showed you how to make them a million years ago. Where'd they go? Oh, here they are.
And I've almost used up my jar, and I have a second jar that I made for Christmas. I started it in November because I thought I was going to be doing 7 fishes with, 30 people or 40 people. And then COVID got bad and we X'd that idea.
Well, tell them just quickly, like, why do you preserve the lemons? What does it do? How does it impart the flavor? In case
well, these are basically, it's a whole lemon in salt and lemon juice. And you let it sit for about a month or longer in its own juice with the salt. And what it does is it takes the bitterness out of the lemon, and it really mellows out the lemony flavor. So even though this is salty and usually used as a savory item, I'm going to use it as a sweet. But I made 3 fishes for Christmas instead of 7 because I didn't have that many people. And I used my preserved lemons for that. I used it on all my fish, and I made a creamy, a fettuccine Alfredo kind of thing with salmon and shrimp and scallops in one dish. And they were all made with the preserved lemon. So it was a lemony, creamy, cheesy sauce.
You see what we do, people? On Corona Kitchen, we make things better. Like this preserved lemon thing is going to make this cake kick-ass.
Oh,
we do the vanilla and the sugar. When we do these little things, make the simple syrup, all these little things we do with flavors here on this show, we do for a reason.
Flavor Town, people.
We do it to
not Guy Fieri's not the only one.
Enhance the flavors of things. You can make it better,
Yeah, so this smells, I cannot tell you how this smells like. Just the most delicious lemony flavor. So I had a whole lemon. It was sort of quartered, so you'll see it.
Ooh.
And there's the pits are still in it because it was the whole lemon. So you want to take the pits out.
Okay.
Because you don't want pits in your food.
I mean, if I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I don't think there's anything that I love more than lemon, probably.
I know, lemon. And so, look, if I can show you from the side, you can, I don't know if you can see, but the pith, that part is kind of, it's all broken down. So all that bitterness is out of the lemon.
Just try it.
Try it. You'll like it. It's so easy to do. And so I'm going to put a whole lemon in the cake. So right now, what I'm doing is taking the pits out of each of the pieces, and I'm putting it in this thing that Kelly gave me.
It's the thing that Kelly gave.
The thing with the super sharp knife.
The chopper thing that you have to be really careful.
Yeah, because it's super sharp. Like, and I'm like a person who will cut myself just looking at a knife wrong. Oh, so I'm pulling all the pits out, and I'm putting it in here. If you don't have the Kelly Whizzer thing, you can just use a knife because these are super soft.
The other thing you could probably use, because I don't have one of those things, but my little Cuisinart Mini Pro is very similar, and I use it for all kinds of things just like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so here, all you do with this thing is pull the lever, and
I always get nervous.
You get a workout while you're cooking.
I always get nervous when you're doing this.
And it's all now pulverized.
Look at that.
Smush.
Perfect.
So that's going to go in the cake.
Oh, that's going to be so good.
I know, I'm excited. So the oven's on 350, FYI.
Okay.
And I have a loaf pan that's got an oversized parchment paper, so that's so when the cake is done, you can lift it out.
Parchment changed my life. Debrianna, you gave me that gift. Parchment changed my life.
Parchment paper.
I wasn't using it before we started Corona Kitchen.
I know. And oh, geez, this is the coolest. Lisa, my friend, brought me back this beautiful jar of candied ginger in syrup. And I'm going to be using that. Even if you don't have it in syrup, that just softens it up. I actually keep my candied ginger in some honey in a jar because I use it. It softens up the candied ginger because usually when you get it, it's hard.
Right.
And I like to keep it in that honey. And then you have the liquid if you want to use that. And then you have softened ginger. I like to use it in my ginger cookies. So this is a cool thing. This is like a miniature cutting board. And I got these probably when I was 20 from a friend of mine from Germany because I used to go over to her house to have coffee in the morning. And she'd serve this with the bagel, like a little your own personal cutting board. And I was just like, I have got to have those. And I didn't, at that time, you couldn't get them anywhere in the US. So she brought me back a whole set, and I've had these my whole life.
I have a whole stack of mini chopping boards on my counter because, and we talk about this, you don't want to have, because no matter how well you scrub, you're not supposed to use soap. That's a whole other discussion. But no matter how much you clean, you should keep the really strong flavored things away from the sweet things and vice versa. And you know what I mean? So that doesn't hurt flavor too.
Yeah, so this, since it's got that syrup that's on it, and I didn't really want to, get it all over my cutting board, this will make it so I can chop this on the cutting board and then throw this little cutting board in the sink, and it's not all over the rest of the cutting board.
Yep.
Okay, I'm chopping this up, and this is going to go in the cake in a little bit later. So I think I have about a quarter of a cup of chopped candied ginger here.
With the syrup, it's a quarter cup, or
what's that?
With the syrup, it's a quarter cup. Or
no, there's no syrup. I left the syrup out, and I just took the candied ginger out of the jar.
Candied ginger.
Okay. I love this jar so much.
It's beautiful, isn't it? It looked like you. It looks like you.
Thank you. Okay, so in the bowl, in a separate bowl that I'm going to add into my mixer later, I'm going to put a cup and a half of flour.
Okay.
Like just regular old flour. Tis not gluten-free, my people. It is just regular old flour.
There's gonna be gluten and there's gonna be dairy.
Yeah. There is. It's just that idea, but that's okay. If you guys want to try it gluten-free, I guess you could do the 1-to-1 flour.
It's tea cake.
It's tea cake.
It's tea cake.
It's tea cake. Okay, so there's a cup and a half of flour in there, and I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Those. And then I'm going to add something unusual for a cake, and it's turmeric. And it's not really going to flavor it. I'm not adding much, just to have a teaspoon. But that is going to make it turn that beautiful yellow color to really make it that enticing lemony.
And I think you're psychologically, when you take a bite out of it, you're like, this is so lemony because it's yellow.
Yeah. Okay, so baking powder, turmeric in the bowl, and I'm going to whisk it all together so that you're not getting like a clump of baking powder or, and the turmeric's all distributed.
Right.
Evenly. But you can, it's already turning the flour a little bit yellow. So I'm just going to set that aside.
Turmeric is powerful.
It is, and it's actually good for you. So this is a food group.
Really good.
That's what I'm going to call it. Cake that's a food group.
Anti-inflammatory cake, right?
Yes. Okay, so I have 3 eggs that are room temp already. I'm going to put those in my standing mix-up. And I'm going to put the eggshells in my lomi.
Okay, this is Debrianna. Okay, if you're new to this situation, Debrianna got this composter that composts the dirt overnight. Okay.
It's so cool. It is so cool.
It's amazing.
It makes dirt. We make dirt overnight.
Incredible.
It's so totally amazing. All right, sugar, a cup.
What kind of sugar? Just regular?
Yeah, just regular old granulated.
Granulated, okay.
Oh no. This is a half cup measure because that actually just fits in my jar better. Okay, half a cup of sugar going in. I mean a cup, sorry. And what do I want? Half a cup of oil. So I'm going to use olive oil in my cake. I don't know if you've ever made olive oil cake, but I love an oil cake.
I have made olive oil cake, and I totally get what you're doing right now. Some people might be like, I don't know if I want to do olive oil.
Are you a weirdo?
Hey, it makes sense to me. In my
Thank you.
Olive oils and every single thing we do, but you know.
I'm glad. All right, so I'm going to put this on medium until it's all incorporated, which won't take much long, about a minute. And then I'm going to get ready. I'm going to add half a cup of sour cream. I have this beautiful, I'm so happy to use this sour cream. I've had it sitting there, and I used it for something, and it's the last half a cup, so I don't have to worry about wasting my sour cream.
Sour cream in cake and muffins is the best.
It's magical.
And bread, even in like sweet bread, it's the best.
Yeah. All right, so that's going in. Half a cup of that, baby. Oops. I love sour cream.
I could just eat it with a spoon.
It's so delicious.
It's so good.
That's incorporated. And now I'm going to put in my preserved lemon paste, which is in here, in the handy dandy whisker doodah. And please, if you ever own one of these, be really careful. This is so sharp.
So sharp.
So sharp. I'm like, I look at it and I'm in fear. But okay, so here's the thing. If you don't want to make preserved lemons, you can buy them in a jar. I used to get them at Trader Joe's. I was so sad when they got rid of it. I really like it.
That's true. You can. They do have them in some places.
Yeah.
You can make.
They're really good. It's such a magical thing to cook with. It really is. Okay, lemon paste. Oh, and I'm going to do lemon zest. I'm going to use a Meyer lemon.
More lemon. More lemon.
More lemon on top of the lemon. Well, Meyer lemon is not as harsh as a regular lemon. It's got a little kind of orangey flavor to it.
It's great.
So I decided to use that instead of a lemon. Just because the preserved lemon is not a harsh flavor.
Do you know what we broke out over the holidays? I realized that I had the limoncello that we made last year in my freezer. And you know what I did? I just filtered it because it got a little, like, you know, with the detritus or whatever. I don't know. You know, just had some filtery. It looked like unfiltered vinegar or something. And so I just,
Did you try it?
It was phenomenal. I mean, I gave it all to my mom.
That's awesome.
My mom's just like, we're keeping this. I'm like, okay. And but you know, when you and I made it, we used really top shelf vodka, and you know, it's just you know, it just needed to be filtered after like a year, and it was gorgeous. It was amazing.
Yep. All right, that was 3 tablespoons of lemon juice that I got from that Meyer lemon.
Wow, I know they're so much juicier. They're so much juicier than the regular American lemon.
Yeah, they really are. And the skin is thinner. And now I'm also going to put in all that candied ginger. Did you get my?
Wow.
And I bought, I don't know why, I do this every year. I buy a ton of cranberries and I freeze them because I love making cake with cranberries.
Well, you can't get them all year round.
No, that's why I buy them and put them in the freezer.
Yeah.
I love cranberries. I like making syrup. I like cranberry sauce. I just like it.
Cranberry everything is good. Your cranberry coffee cake that's in the cookbook, by the way, is
So
literally
good.
the best coffee cake I've ever had, and I've made it like 100 times. Because we've only been doing this for 3 years.
Oh, I can't believe we haven't run out of stuff to cook. All right, so this is a tablespoon, a good healthy tablespoon of regular fresh chopped ginger.
Okay.
That's going in. That I grated on my, my handy dandy other kitchen tool that I use all the time.
Your special plate.
Yep. And then I'm going to add my flour ingredients now. So this was the flour, baking powder, and turmeric.
And you're not putting salt because you had salt in the lemon, I'm guessing?
Yep, that's exactly right, my friend.
Okay.
Salt.
I'm paying attention.
Salted.
Paying attention.
Okay, and I'm just going to put that on low until it's all incorporated.
Okay.
Which it's just going to take a few seconds. And then I already made the topping. And I'm going to add the cranberries in there now that that's all mixed. And you can add them in frozen. You don't need to thaw them out. So I'm just going to put about a half a package in there.
Okay. That's going to be so good.
Yeah. It's still, I find it still festive time.
Now, if you wanted to use dried cranberries, could you use dried?
I think you could. The thing about that is they soak up a lot of the juice, so I would be judicious with them because unless you soak them first.
Yeah.
Like if you soaked them in Grand Marnier or something first.
Okay, that would be good.
I'd do that.
You could use blueberries in this recipe too.
You could. You absolutely could. Yep. Okay. So now I'm going to put it in my pan that I've prepared already. I think I told you the oven's on 350, but maybe I didn't.
Yes, you did. You told us.
Okay. So I'm just going to pour this in. Now, I already made the topping. And the topping is a tablespoon of sugar, regular granulated sugar, and the zest of a whole lemon.
Wow.
And then I mixed it together and let it sit. But, even if you did it now, it would be okay. But, squish it together with your hands, like your fingers, and go like this. So that what happens is you get all the oil from the lemon zest mixed in with the sugar.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you that I think we did that for a cocktail once.
Yeah.
And we rim glasses with that.
We do that all the time. What are you talking about? We've done it like 20 times.
2,000 times, I know. And I'm going to just sprinkle the sugar on top of the cake. And it's going to make like a nice crackly top, sugar top.
See,
you could do a glaze if you wanted, but
can we see it? Can we see it?
Yeah, David. Where's my cameraman?
Did he walk off the job?
He left. Okay, so this is 2 tablespoons of cubed butter.
Oh yeah, you get to see it.
Oh wait.
Uh-oh.
It's all under the wires there.
It's for cocktail. Hang on.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. And then I'm putting 2 tablespoons of cubed butter on top of the cake.
Why do you do that?
Because butter is better.
So what does the butter do?
It's gonna kind of mix in on the top of the cake and make it that crackly thing really nice.
Wow. Okay.
And special. All right, so I'm putting it in the oven, and it'll bake for about an hour.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. The reason why I'm thinking.
And I'm done.
Bravo.
Look at that, you guys. 20 minutes.
So easy.
You can do it.
So easy. The reason why I'm thinking fresh cranberry is better is because it's going to have that sharp, delicious juxtaposition with the lemon and the sugar, and you can't get that with dried. The sharpness is kind of gone.
Yes. I don't know. I have never since I discovered preserved lemons, have not been able to live without them. It's the way I make my, I think that recipe's in the book, the preserved lemon with, for spaghetti and clams.
Yes. Yes.
You cannot believe how delicious that is. I think I will make one of these days. I will make the 3 fishes that I made.
I hope you do. That would be great.
Oh, it's so good.
I mean,
we actually handmade the pasta for that because, you know, it was Christmas Eve. Okay, people.
Yeah.
That's my story. I will post a picture of it, and I'm please reminding you again to please follow us, to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. That will be very helpful and only takes you a second.
And whenever you like something, it just helps us with, you know, whatever their metric is. I don't know. It just helps us. Okay.
Yeah. It just helps. So please. And then I'll just post it down here. That's us on Instagram. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these places are getting ready to organize. In fact, DemCast had a meeting tonight, which I can't join because I'm here. But we gotta, you know, keep organized, keep going, because holy cow, otherwise we're gonna be in a real life Handmaid's Tale. It's coming. Thank you. It will be good. I wish whoever that is on Facebook, because Facebook won't show me.
Yeah, they don't tell us who you are.
Who you are.
You identify yourself.
I wish I could share it with all of you, but I shared the recipe, so there you go.
That looks so amazing, Debrianna. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I will bring you a piece.
I've been thinking about MLK Day today all day, and I'm trying to take cues from some of the workshops that I took over the last 2 years of just learning more things that I don't know. And I watched some interviews and read some stuff today that I never knew about MLK, in the crazy fight for justice that is never ending. But he was really an incredible human being. And it's not just the quotes or the gifts that you see. This is so much more to this story, and it's so layered. I encourage everybody to really learn more about it. I know it's helping me, and trying to wrap my head around this life.
This life we're in. I'm insisting on thinking that all of this is coming up now because it's like going through the birth canal, and it's all that really dark, tight stuff, and then we're going to be free of it.
It's just hard because we're in a place where, and I digress a little, but it's just we were talking about this when all my family was here. It's like when you realize everything you learned in school was wrong. I mean, there's really like maybe 10% of what we learned was accurate.
Well, and they're trying to take that 10% out.
I know.
You know, how about Ron DeSantis today quoting MLK while he's trying to wipe it out of the school books? I'm like,
it's crazy town. It's really crazy town in a lot of places. So just don't give up the fight.
We're here.
We're about cooking. We're about justice. We're about education. We're activists. That's what we do. And if you don't like it, you can go to another food place. Get your recipe.
We're cheftivists.
But, you know, there's a lot of choice out there, and we appreciate that you're choosing to hang with us. So thank you.
You do. Thank you. And I will post a picture of the cake.
Yes. I wish I could eat it right now.
Okay, so I will be bringing you a piece, sister.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Have a good week.
Have a great week, everybody. Tell somebody you love them. Important.
Yeah, that's nice. Kindness in 2023.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Good thing.
Bye.
Bye.